Has the market topped? Should we be panicking? Is it all over? These are some questions that I've been getting tossed at me this week. Today I'm going to talk about not only why I don't think this cycle is over, but I'm going to give you the 10 meme coins that I think are going to best perform this cycle. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Let's get straight into it. First of all, no, I don't think it's topped. You want to have a look at the weekly on Ethereum. It's actually looking beautiful on a chart. So if in doubt, zoom out is the old adage. As you can see, our cycle top back from 2021, we retested that. We still have a huge amount of support at these levels. So very, very natural after we come up to our biggest ever resistance to have a little bit of a retest, coming into strong support. And I still think this is a great area that we can look to bounce from. Anything kind of coming up around these levels on Ethereum, I think while the market still looks like it is going to be a decent entry. Now, if you want something a bit more degenerate, it's still important to look at Ethereum. It's still important to look at Bitcoin as the market follows those two coins. If in doubt, zoom out. Looking at it on the weekly, looks really damn strong. Came back into an area of support. Now it's bouncing up from there. Looking at Bitcoin dominance quickly, hasn't even broken down an enormous amount yet. This is what we want to see for altcoin season, and it looks eerily similar to right before we had a big drop off in previous cycles. So short answer, I do not think we have topped at all, even if there's short-term pain. I think the upside bet is really asymmetric here. Now, meme coins, what am I looking at the moment? Well, I'm going to give you 3 narratives that I think are absolutely sending. So first up, I'm going to talk about Cortex Vortex. Now, everyone absolutely printed off Cortex Vortex, and then the market cooled off a little bit. Everyone panicked. If you were in low cap derivative plays of Cortex Vortex, you probably got wrecked. However, if you are in the 3 plays that I'm interested in and still holding, still betting on in Cortex Vortex, I think you are going to perform damn well. We have Mindfak. So Mindfak, off its lows here, we are up about 82%. Really, really good entries. If you were bidding anywhere below 5 million, you are printing pretty damn hard here. Also, it has reclaimed key levels and it is looking damn strong. If you want the front cover character, Beast Seller, this one has arguably the strongest narrative in Cortex Vortex. So I think this one is an absolute sender. Once again, really damn good entry. Look at the retracement that we have had. We have retraced 81%. So I actually put a buy alert out at 1.5 million in the Discord. Looks like that is potentially where the lows are going to be at. Reclaimed a couple of key levels. Looking like we're just coming up into a bit of resistance, but I am adding to Beast. I've actually been DCAing it over the last week. I think this one has just such a great narrative, and I think it's going a lot higher. And if you're not familiar with the Cortex Vortex narrative, simply put, Matt Fury, the creator of Pepe the Frog, has a new book. This book is called Cortex Vortex, and on the front cover is Beast Seller. So this character here on the front cover, super damn bullish. So front cover characters have done very well in the past. All you need to do is look at Beast Seller's website and you can see that they have run to crazy numbers in the past. So even the smallest one, Hoppy, ran to 150 million. Now, 150 million from where we're at the moment is a 75x. Huge numbers, huge upside from here. So if in doubt, zoom out. Once again, it ran up from a tiny market cap all the way to 1.2 million, and then it retraced all the way back down. Everyone thought it was dead. It is pumped up. Really healthy to have these big retracements. As you can see, the first time everyone thought, oh, it's never going to get that high again. Retraced 90%. This time hasn't retraced quite as much, but it's still retraced 80%. Huge retracements. These are healthy. If you look at any meme coin that is big, they always have these big retracements. They flush out the weak hands, they get new holders in, new believers, and then they leg up higher. So unless the market is done, which I do not think it is at all, I think coins with a very strong narrative are going to do damn well. So Beast Seller and Mindfak, for me, undoubtedly the 2 strongest coins in this narrative, and they deserve to have the 2 highest market caps in the narrative. So the front cover character and page 2 character. So this is Mindfak here. As you can see, both of them full, clear, clean page characters. Now, the other one that I'm bidding heavily and that I am very, very bullish on is Moaner Melter Slime. So this one had an absolute bleed on the charts. Now I'm going to address the elephant in the room, as I did call this one at a very damn low market cap, and it absolutely sent. So call this one somewhere down here around the 100k market cap, and it absolutely sent up. So did huge gains to anyone involved in the Discord. If you got in early, you made an absolute killing off it. And then since then, it has had a pretty damn big bleed. It retraced 92% from the top. Not ideal. That being said, it went up a crazy amount. In my Discord, we caught a 65x on it. Crazy numbers. So it went up a 65x, and then it went down 90%. Now, 90% retracements are very common in crypto. Looks like it's found a floor here. I've actually been adding over the last few days. So I copped a lot of flack for this one, people calling me a rugger or a scammer. Do know I'm still holding this coin. I'm still bullish on this coin, and I'm actually still buying this coin. The easy decision for me could have just been, hey, look, let's pretend it never happened. Let's walk away. But no, that's not how I operate at all. I do not operate like that. I've called this coin. I'm bullish on this coin. The artwork that the team is doing is absolutely nuts. And I honestly think it has a really strong narrative. It is a full page Matt Fury character. It has some great KOLs on board like Crypto Galaxy. The artwork is just really damn good. Multiple YouTubers covering it. Look at this artwork, very, very clean. The Telegram is active, and yeah, they're putting out cool content on the daily. So really bullish on this coin, absolutely love it. And yeah, I've been adding to it recently, putting out buy alerts. I'm not going anywhere. It would have been super easy for me to just sell my bags, cut my losses, and move on. But no, not how I operate. Still bullish on it. A lot of my Discord got involved. So yeah, I'm going to be working for this one long term. Really like the narrative, like the team. I talk to them regularly, and yeah, bullish on Moaner Melter Slime. Just make sure you're getting the correct one. As you can see, 3 months and 21 days ago versus 3 months and 18 days ago, it is the original. It is also the higher market cap, 450k versus 142k, has a higher liquidity pool, higher volume. Yeah, this one. So OX740 ends in 00B9. Make sure you're getting the correct Moaner Melter Slime confirmed name of a Matt Fury character. That is a full page in Cortex Vortex. You can check out his NFT Heads collection. And what do I mean by that? Well, Matt Fury had an NFT collection called Heads. Now, Moaner Melter Slime is the confirmed name of this character in the NFT collection. Damn bullish that this is a confirmed name by Matt Fury. Full page character. Really like the narrative, so I am still bidding it. Those are the 3 coins in the Cortex Vortex that I am damn bullish on. Not holding anything else in the Cortex Vortex narrative. Now, next narrative that I'm super damn bullish on is FBB4. Now, this is the ethical whale. This is the ethical whale FBB4. He is bullish on 5 coins: Kekistan, Pepe Coin, Book of Ethereum, GME, and K-pop. Now, the 3 that I own and am most bullish on are Book of Ethereum, Pepe Coin, and Kek. So Book of Ethereum, hugely bullish on this one. It looks beautiful on a chart. It literally is just starting to leg up. The markets are getting heated back up, and this one makes a huge amount of sense. There have now been interactions with 4 of the co-founders of Ethereum. So they've interacted with on X, or they have actually talked at conferences such as Ethereum Prague, where Book of Ethereum was invited. They gave Vitalik Buterin a Book of Ethereum shirt, and he wore it around his waist the next day. Bullish on that. Also bullish that Fundstrat Capital, or Tom Lee, just followed Book of Ethereum. This is the CIO of Fundstrat Capital and the chairman of Bitmine. Who invested $20 billion in Ethereum. So crazy. They plan on accumulating 5% of the total Ethereum network. So the fact that he has interacted with Book of Ethereum, a meme coin with a market cap of 20 million, is insane. Also, the fact that the Ethereum founders have been interacting with it. It's the only meme coin that Joseph Lubin has interacted with. So much to be bullish on. The FBB4 was in Book of Ethereum since day one. The lore here is just great. It is a mysterious meme coin where the holders of Book of Ethereum have been constantly rewarded by the 3 devs, Shiba Prophet, Lord NPC, and Saint Vitalik. And rumors from the start have been that Ethereum founders have been involved, and then the interactions along the way from Ethereum founders have been fueling that fire. So I believe that there is some connection there. Really, it's up to whatever you believe, though. Either way, super damn bullish on Book of Ethereum. I think 31 million is such a steal at these prices, and I think it's going much, much higher. I also think Pepe Coin, hugely undervalued right now. Once again, this is a coin that has bled out an enormous amount. We are talking a bleed from 712 million down 95%. This is the original Pepe, so the founders have been around since 2016. I'm going to be dropping a video on Pepe Coin over the next couple of days. Super damn bullish on Pepe Coin and what they've been cooking. Keck Space, absolutely love it. I'm going to be hanging out in Keck Space with a couple of chads. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'll be dropping that in the next 48 hours. Really cool stuff being worked on by the team. But yeah, Pepe Coin, actual devs deving, that aside, it's just the original Pepe, so the narrative there for me, Pepe being the biggest meme in the world, and one of the largest meme coins in the world, I think that Pepe Coin, the original frog, it just makes a lot of sense for me. So yeah, really damn bullish on Pepe Coin. They've also got burn mechanisms in place, so they have a deflationary supply, and there is going to be increased supply demand with utility to hold Pepe Coin in the future. So yeah, I think accumulating down here just makes a huge amount of sense. I think it's an asymmetric bet. I think much higher is coming. And yeah, I've been adding heavy to my Pepe Coin bags. The other one that I'm involved in is QUOKKA. Now, I love this meme coin. I absolutely love it. I made a video on it the other day. If you haven't seen that, check it out. I really just think this one is just going so much higher. So love what they're working on. If you're not familiar with what QUOKKA is, check out the video. Just check out a bit of lore around QUOKKA. I think it's probably the most misunderstood meme, definitely in meme coins, but potentially just the most misunderstood meme on the internet. It's seen by some as this cult-like group of people who worship the frog god Kek. However, it's really just a massive piss take. It is just bullish on OG frog lore. It's bullish on freedom of speech. It's just really bullish on not having to kind of give in to identity politics and play the game that everyone in normal society is making us play. So I think it's a pretty cool message done in a like quite comical and mimetic way. And yeah, I really think that the lore here is so damn strong. It got so misrepresented in the media, which for me only makes it stronger. So they're rebranding, they're coming back. FBB4 is still damn bullish on QUOKKA. And yeah, for me, love this coin. I think it is going a huge amount higher. So that wraps up my second narrative, FBB4 coins with the original frog lore, Book of Ethereum, Pepe coin, and QUOKKA. Really hard to go past. Also think GameStop is a great bet here. I don't own any, but yeah, it's not because I don't like it. I just have quite a few meme coins, and these are the three horses that I'm happy to back in this narrative. And then the third narrative that I'm damn bullish on is the stock to meme narrative. So in this narrative, we have SBX, which is the coin Murad is most bullish on. Now this coin has done absolute numbers. It's run up to a market cap of around 2 billion, and it's had a nice healthy retracement before looking like it wants to continue on up. Now, why do I say it's had a nice healthy retracement? Well, and why do I talk about meme coins needing to have a few retracements before they run up? Well, look at this chart. So as you can see, before SBX 6900 had its massive run up, we had an 82% bleed, a 95% bleed, an 84% bleed, a 66% bleed, a 74% bleed, and then we ran up from a market cap of 7 million all the way over a couple of weeks to a market cap of almost a billion. Crazy. So yeah, this is how quickly coins can run when they have strong narratives. They need to flush out the weak hands. They need the true believers to stick around. And yeah, this is just in general how meme coins work. So really damn bullish on SBX 6900. I don't hold it. The market cap's quite high. But the ones in this narrative that I really like, so we've got GameStop. But my favorites here, the two that I actually own and am bidding, I have DXY USD Index 6900. It's got a market cap of 1.7 million. Now the narrative for me is really damn strong. DXY is also the ticker for the US dollar index, so I think it's quite fitting that this is the USD index, and their goal is to flip the dollar, which happens at a market cap of 1 billion. And that's roughly a 600x from here, and at a market cap of 1 billion, their token price will be $1. At that point, every DXY token will be worth as much as $1, so it'll really be that new dollar for the degens of the world. That's the narrative they're going with, which ties in with monetary debasement, loss of purchasing power, and all of those really hot narratives in crypto. I think this one just needs a little bit more attention, and I think it's going to absolutely gigasend. I've been in this one for a hugely long period of time, and once again, it is coming into a nice area of support. Anywhere around this level, I'm looking at bidding. I think we are going to get a bounce soon, somewhere really from that 1.5 to 1.8 million mark. I would expect a bounce. So yeah, bidding this one at the moment. I think it's a really great narrative, great team, and I talk to them regularly. Good dudes, and yeah, I think this one is just going much higher. The other one that I've recently taken a decent position in is MEXC 6900. So this one has had a little bit of a retracement, but it is once again looking like it's coming back into a logical bounce area. Now, this is the MemeCoin Index, or MemeCoin Index 6900, and the narrative there is that they have an actual ETF of meme coins. So in their marketing wallet, they have a bunch of meme coins which they are holding, and those meme coins they are using for marketing purposes, etc, and just building up a war chest of different meme coins. And looking at their Twitter, as you can see, every time they get another $1 million in market cap, they're going to add another 5 top meme coins to their marketing wallet. So by a $10 million valuation, they're going to have the top 50 meme coins. So it is like a meme ETF, as they say, the meme index, because the smartest play is owning the whole market. So yeah, I just think it's a cool narrative. MEXC 6900, once again, really low market cap, so quite a risky play, but I do like what they are doing. So yeah, check out MEXC 6900. Those are really the ones that I'm looking at in this narrative. The other one that I've got my eye on a little bit is SBX 6969. This is a Solana coin. I'm just keeping a little bit of an eye on this one, so that's a little bit of alpha for you. But yeah, it is looking like it is getting a little bit of attention, a little bit of traction. So yeah, just one to keep an eye on. And just rounding the video off with a couple of coins that I also am looking at the moment, we have Toshi, so really damn strong community here. So really like what Toshi are doing. Bullish on Toshi. I think this one is a damn good bet if you're after a safe blue chip meme coin. I say blue chip, one, because it's on base, which is blue, but two, I do think that this is probably the safest play on base. If you want a more leveraged bet on Toshi, you can look at Barry the Badger. So I don't own Toshi, but I do own Barry. Now, this is a very bled out looking chart, but for me, it looks quite clear that the floor is in around these levels. So if you think that the Badger can return, which I personally do, they have a great narrative. Their artist is the original artist that drew Toshi. So that narrative for me is really damn strong. If you think that they can return and you think that they can get up to all-time highs, it's already a 10x just to get up to a market cap of 2.5 million. So yeah, really do think this one could do some huge numbers in the future. Bullish on Barry. And the other base coin that I am in and that I do like is QUOKKA. So this one, once again, coming into a level of support here, has had a decent retracement, but this is not the first time we have seen this. So as you can see up here, we retraced about 88%, and then we sent up from a market cap of around 60k all the way up to 750, so about a 12x. This is situation normal in meme coins. You need that volatility. That volatility is what lets you do these crazy numbers. So we've retraced 70%, which is a healthy retracement in meme coins. I do expect it to start legging up from here, especially if we get some base rotation. So bullish on QUOKKA and still bullish on Barry. Those two are pretty damn good. The last one that I'm now also looking into is AWR. All will retire. Yeah, quite bullish on this coin. $4.9 million market cap. It's definitely something that I've got my eye on. I know the community are rating hard. I really do respect their work ethic and hustle. And I actually quite like the narrative. They've got people all around the world holding up signs saying all will retire. So yeah, strong damn community, always strong in the raids. And I do hope this one absolutely sends. If it wasn't on Solana, I would have jumped in earlier. Still not holding, but do think that it on the chart actually looks like we might have put in another low, and if we have, then it is still laddering on up. So that is good to see. On the chart, we are putting in higher lows, which is great, and we have just put in another higher high. So if we do bounce to a level higher than 10.4 million, then the trend is our friend and we are in a bullish continuation pattern upside. You could wait until this level to look at bidding a retest. And I think it's also, if you did want to get an entry, here is not a bad place to consider entering. That's just another one that I am looking at. Really hats off to the community. You guys are absolute chads. Alrighty, that's going to wrap it up for me today. Really the message I want to get across is, if you are in meme coins, you need volatility. Volatility is the same thing that can give you a 30x, and it can make your coin bleed 90% in the space of 3 weeks. You cannot have it both ways. You need volatility if you want to do those crazy numbers, but you do have to expect big retracements in meme coins. So if you don't want to handle that kind of volatility, stick to Bitcoin, stick to Ethereum, Solana, the safe plays. Also, I do always recommend that you do have at least 25% of your portfolio in stablecoins. This makes it very damn easy. And why do I say this? Well, if you have 25% of your money in stablecoins, excuse the poor narration here, then if the market bleeds and all of your coins decrease in value, all of a sudden you'll have a greater amount of stablecoins. You might suddenly have 40% in stablecoins as opposed to 25. Now, using this rule, as you always want to have 25% in stablecoins, you might go, hey, look, this dip in the market is actually a buying opportunity. Then you can buy up coins that you think are undervalued, get back to a stablecoin percentage of 25%, and have more tokens in your wallet. Conversely, if the market is absolutely pumping and you go from having 25% stable coins to your wallet doing a 10x, all of a sudden you've only got 5 to 10% stable coins, etc., whatever the maths are, then it is quite clear that you need to sell some tokens to get back to that 25% stablecoin allocation. So yeah, very poor drawing by me, but you get the point. It just makes life a little bit easier, a little bit less stressful, and anything that can help decrease the cognitive workload in crypto, for me, is a decent thing. Rule of 25% works for me. Do what works for you. That's going to wrap it up for me today, legends. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you want to join the Discord, link to the Patreon down below. I talk about stuff like this just a little bit quicker. Cheers, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.